Time to be honest. This section, not the most enjoyable of the process. And I'm talking about for yourself and for your client. Building them up, making them feel awesome, making them feel like they can take on the world, that's fun. That's what we do as coaches. Bringing them down to reality, which is what this section is. Welcome to R1, by the way. Not as enjoyable, but necessary. Who else is going to tell them the hard truth if not you? You are a stranger, for the most part. You are somebody that they are paying. They are literally paying you. If not now, then that's what you're gearing up to do. You are going to be asking them to pay you to give them the honest truth. If they're slacking behind, who else is going to tell them besides you? If they're making excuses, who else besides you in their life is going to let them know? That's part of the coach's job. That's what makes a successful coach. You're not a cheerleader. You are a coach. You are somebody who tells them their shortcomings so that they can overcome them and they can get past them. That is what this section is about. It's about pulling out all of those excuses, all of those procrastinations, all of those reasons why I'll do it tomorrow. It's about pulling them all out, putting them all on the table, and then you as a coach, a little bit later in the process, are going to knock them down one by one by one. What's going to happen now in this section is you are going to pull out every single objection that they have ever had about starting the fitness lifestyle. And later on, in the W, in the price presentation, those objections are going to rear their ugly head again. And you're going to use what you've already learned to knock them down and to turn their objections around so that you are going to hold up a mirror to them and it says, yeah, you're right. I have no reason not to do this right now. So if you do this section correctly, they will literally have no objection to what you're going to present to them later. So this is an important one. Let's dive into it. Like I said, we're going to pull out every objection they've ever had. So a transition from G2, from the goals, into the reality. Okay, Mrs. Jones, you have just laid out 3 phenomenal goals for me. I have just painted you a picture of what your life is going to be like, or could be like, if you hit all of those goals in the next 12 months. Now, we got to get down to brass tacks. Now we have to talk about, why haven't you achieved that lifestyle already? What has stood in your way to where you haven't been able to get there by yourself yet? Not saying you can't get there, because you absolutely can. That's why you're here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get a game plan together in order to get you there. But in order to get you there, we need to know about all the obstacles that are going to pop up in our way so that we can get past them. So right now, we're going to come back down from our cloud 9 that we were on, and we're going to talk reality. What has been standing in your way? And why haven't you made this happen? So you can obviously word it however you want to, but the main objections that people are going to have when it comes to living a healthy lifestyle, working out on a consistent basis, training for what they really want, however you want to word it, is going to be money. Costs a lot of money. It's going to be time. Those are the top 2, money and time. Other ones that you might get are, I don't have enough knowledge, I don't have the expertise, I can't think of a routine, I haven't found the right program for me, injuries, so to speak. But for this purpose right now, we're going to tackle money and time, because those are the 2 big ones that we're going to see. And then when you get into the little detailing ones, that's where it comes into play of having a coach to really bounce ideas off of and role play. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to be your coach to do that stuff. But for right now, for this video purposes, time and money, those are our big two that we're going to focus on. What we need to do is we need to prove to them that they have enough time and they have enough money to make this happen, okay? Now, on your intake form that Ignite has already given us, it has on there how much per day, and again, I'm paraphrasing, but how much money per day is it worth to you? Are your fitness goals worth to you? And they're going to put down a figure on there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? You can use that tool because it's a phenomenal question. It's a great tool that you can use to help prove to them that they have the money. So take that and keep it in your back pocket, all right? But what I like to do is I like to create what I call a bad budget. You can do this for time, you can do this for money. Let's just do it for money because that's the easiest. Budget, money, makes sense. So you're gonna go through and you're gonna say, all right, Mrs. Jones, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna create what I call a bad budget. We're gonna talk about what you are spending your money on right now that is standing in the way of you creating this healthy lifestyle. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, not the most satisfying, not the most comfortable questions in the world, but I need you to be honest with me, because without honesty and without you really fessing up, we're just not gonna get to where we need to be. So we're gonna go week by week, all right? On a given week, how many days a week would you say that you eat out? Not fast food, anything, eat out. Let's say she says 3 days a week. Okay, 3 days a week. When you eat out, on average, how much money would you say that you spend, on average? For not just you, but for your whole family. All right, so let's just say we're gonna come to a round figure, $30. All right, $30. Okay, $30, you eat out, $30. You go out 3 times a week. That's $90 a week, 4 weeks in a month. Now we're up to $360 a month, okay? Now, if you really want to, you can expand that out over a year. So feel free to get out your calculator and all this stuff. Let them see you doing the little computations. Trust me, if they see you putting in the work, it is gonna make a big difference. So, all right. So now we're up to, it's gonna be around $4,500 a year, okay? All right, so let me ask you this. Let's say if they're a smoker, how much they spend on cigarettes. Again, compute it out. If they are, let's say, another bad habit or another habit that people spend their money on, how much money would you say you spend on going out to the bar or drinking or alcohol or anything for that matter? All this stuff, all these negative habits that people might have. So now we do this bad budget. We compute it all out and everything like that. And we get to the point of, all right, so eating out, fast food, cigarettes, alcohol. If we expand that out over a year, we get the fact that you are spending almost, again, round number, almost $7,000 a year making yourself live a less healthy lifestyle. That's $7,000 a year that you are paying. You're literally giving your money away to somebody saying, make me less healthy. Think about that for a second. Now, what I'm asking you is not to take a little bit of it, not all of it. I'm not asking for all of it. I'm asking for a little bit of chunk, and we'll get into the numbers here in a little bit, to put a little bit of more of a chunk, to put more of an investment into making yourself live that lifestyle that we talked about up in G2. Okay, live that lifestyle of the Halloween, that your dream Halloween, your dream holidays with your kids, okay? The energy, the self-confidence, the pain-free lifestyle that we talked about earlier. Okay, we're gonna talk about investing in that, investing in yourself. All right. Now you can do the same thing for time. What's the biggest thing that people spend their time on? I mean, right now, playing on your phone, watching TV, I'm spitballing here, anything. But those are going to be the two big ones: phone, TV. Sleep, you don't really want to get into that one because that's not necessarily an unhealthy one. You want to stick to the more unhealthy ones. But going out to the bar, things like that. I mean, they take up time. But TV is usually going to be your number one. That's the one that you could really hammer home. But again, make that unhealthy budget, expand it out, pull out all the obstacles that you're really looking for. And then when we get down into the W, the price presentation, you are really going to see some magic about how this all ties back and how it has literally just made this whole presentation to you a slam dunk. So please, 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 even though this might seem somewhat uncomfortable to you, even though you might think that you are annoying this person that is sitting across from you, and this person might be thinking, who does this person think they are asking me all these questions and telling me that I'm living an unhealthy lifestyle? That's your job. Your job is to tell them that they are not living an unhealthy lifestyle, but not living the healthiest lifestyle they could, or not living the lifestyle that they have described that they want up in that G section that we were talking about. So remember why you are here. Remember why they came in. Remember why they walked through that door, picked up that phone, or flipped up that computer screen. They came here so that you could tell them the hard truth. So don't back down now. This is so important going forward. Make sure you nail it. Put your full effort into it because I guarantee it will pay off and they will appreciate you so much more for it.